Well, welcome back to another episode of Penny's Hot Rod and Custom. Just Derek here today. The other guys went on a trip down to back to the 50s. And then I had some work I had to do over the weekend, so but at least they're having a good time at a car show. But today it's going to be a little strange video. It's just going to be a little bit of odds and ends that I picked up in the last 2 weeks. The first one is we were able to pick up another 400 engine because Chris still needed some more parts for his Fury, and we found a newer transmission that was 72 and up for Christopher's Javelin, because we need the internal part to rebuild his other transmission. And back to the 400 here. We were actually pretty lucky. We got this from another fellow, from a YouTuber, Frank Garage. Actually, check him out. He does some pretty different stuff. I like it. So he works on old kind of rat rod vehicles, or something different. But he has a nice collection. And sure got a nice shop too. But on this engine, I believe he said is stuck. It's been sitting for a long time, but we were okay with that because we needed the exhaust manifold, and this one's pretty neat because Chris has no exhaust manifold for his other ones. They're both cracked here, and I'm not too sure, but they're both cracked. But this one's got the old thermoquad. I believe this is a 1972 400. I think it came out of a station wagon, but it's getting harder to find parts these days. So Frank offered if we wanted the engine, and said come and pick it up. So we went for a nice drive, and Chris and I went and got it, so we can sure use a lot of the parts for our other project cars. That was very nice, even like the old thermoquad. I don't think Chris is going to use the thermoquad, but there's kick-down linkage, and using out a water pump before, and there's a spare starter. But thanks, Frank. And then I've had to do some running around for Kevin. He went on an online auction, and he bought a couple engines really cheap. I'm paying pretty cheap. And one is a 1 horsepower Stover V. I took the fender off right there. I haven't gone over this yet because I oiled everything up, but every time I try to turn the motor, I keep hitting my knuckles on the gravel. So I'll get somebody to come and pick this up for me one of these days and put it on the table, and I'll start it up. But he picked this up at a very good price. Couldn't go wrong. And I know Kevin likes these Stovers, so one of these days we'll get this one started. And the other engine he picked up, which was pretty lucky again, he picked it up pretty cheap, but it didn't realize it had a brand new rebuilt igniter on it, and it looked like it had a brand new magneto on it. 1.5 horse John Deere. Yeah, that's a, well, either brand new or reconditioned igniter. No cracks on it. It's all very nice shape. And that mag being, it almost was brand new. It was a reconditioned one, but I'll tell you the price on this one. He paid $180 for it. This was a steal. I did monkey around just a little bit. It got some bad gas in or something, so it started up right away. I'll just start it with some old ether. That's your brake cleaner. Seems to work. So give me a second and I'll start this one up. not too sure what he's going to do with it, but I think I'm going to clean it up. And definitely I'll take the tank out and I'll clean the tank and get it started where we can start it properly. But that was pretty nice score for that price. Whew. And then I was monkeying with one of my engines. I haven't really played with it for the last couple of years. And that is another horse and a half John Deere. It's pretty much all original. I have a video on this where I put this together, took it apart, cleaned it apart. And this one's pretty much all original, except for the cart. The cart's a repop, but I don't care. So I'll start this one up. You guys can see this one on. I believe this one had a new rebuilt igniter on it when I got it, and also a newer magneto too. We were lucky on that one years ago. But this one I'm keeping for myself. This one. I don't plan to get rid of this one for a while. That one running pretty good, and I have done a little bit of work on the 2 horsepower upright famous. I got the piston back in, cleaned it up. I didn't have the camera at the time, so I just worked on it and just worked on here and there. This is the new igniter for it. I got a fuel pump for it that will have to do some work, and the fuel pump lever part bracket, that's all welded. I got that. So one of these days we'll get back together, back to working on this and get this one running. So, but I know, sorry for being kind of a screwed up video, but it was just something I just made up right, you know. I was busy on the weekend, everybody was busy, so. But we'll leave it at that, and thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.